This hospital is way more impressive than I had imagined. Yeah, it's not just the building. The doctors here are the best of the best. Look at that! Guess Crosswell's Governor General decided to roll up for a visit. Didn't expect her to get all nurse naughty on us in the process. Alright, keep it in your pants. Staff here let me hide out with them the second I mentioned Wind. I figured I might as well fill in for her while she's still missing, that's all. Back to Trails of Cold Steel 4. We're still going on. I should just call this Trails of Crossbell, because we're doing hardly anything Cold Steel, because we're all up in Crossbell. Now I'm gonna shut up now. Don't worry, I can finish up my rehab just on my own. Just fine on my own. There's another patient who needs you much more than I do right now. She was really quite insistent. They don't call her the fervent dancer for nothing. That's Ilya for you. Graceful as a swan, stubborn as a mule. So about this other patient, I'm guessing the rumors were true. Yes, they are. As a matter of fact, he asked me to show you to him once you arrived, which I'll be perfectly happy to do after the Supreme Commander and Governor General are gone. How does that sound? Well... it sounds great to me. Lead the way, babe. He knows. He must. Thank God he's awake. May we come in?
Enter.
So it's true.
My sincerest welcome to you, Class 7 of Thor's Military Academy. You'll have to forgive my being underdressed, given this is a reunion of sorts.
Your Majesty. So you were here in Crossbell all along. The last we heard, you were still comatose. I'm glad to see you are awake. It's a tremendous relief given the circumstances.
Yes. I'm grateful that Adios granted me the opportunity to meet with you again.
I wouldn't normally allow visitors for a patient in his condition, but as this is a special case, you have got 10 minutes. Nurse Nay is, whatever. If anything happens, come fetch me at once. Yes, Dr. Sealand. Or Sailand, whatever. What's her deal? Well, we can safely assume she's a doctor. The name Sailand sounds familiar, but let's worry about that later. It's wonderful to see how well you've recovered, Emperor Eugen. Princess Alphen would be delighted to hear the good news.
Yes, although as you can see, it hasn't been an easy journey. I've been briefed on the majority of what occurred while I was unconscious, about the start of the Great Twilight, about the death of my son, and the coming war with Calvard. No, the coming of our very end. Even knowing of its approach, I regret that I must leave this mess to you young men and women to resolve. As the Emperor of Erebonia, I formally apologize.
But please, there's no need to... Wait, what do you mean by that? You're saying you were aware all of this was going to happen beforehand?
Correct. So it is written in the Black Records, passed down from one generation of the Imperial family to the next.
Father Thomas told us about them before, as I believe Instructor Reen was collecting them as well.
Yes. The records provide a rough chronicle of everything leading up to the Great Twilight. The Empire's dark history. Stories of the Divine Knights and the Dark Dragon. It also prophesies that a sacrifice would be made, and the path to the Graal would open.
I'm sorry. If only I had been stronger, none of this would have happened. Hey, don't beat yourself up over it. Ash.
You are not to blame, Ash. The sin is not yours to bear. This has all been brought about by the Empire's curse. By that measure, both you and I are the same. What matters now is what follows. Until now, everything has gone according to the Chancellor and the Gnome's plan. But the Black Records stop where the Great Twilight begins. What happens next is a tale yet unwritten. There still remain paths that not even they could have foreseen, including the path you've chosen, Lady Mildine.
Oh, so you were already aware. What is that?
A document containing the whole truth as I am aware of it. The same truth I shared with your instructor. I am giving it to you in the hopes that you may find the third path that Olivert sought. When you have reunited with your instructor, find your own.
Your Majesty. Hey! It seems he's fallen asleep. He must have really been pushing himself. I'll call for Dr. Sealand. A third path, huh? Ash should have been voiced there. At least him. There's shrapnel in his heart? That's right. He really should be resting right now, but they're insisting that we operate as soon as possible. We were initially called out to the capital, but due to the scale of the surgery, we've had him transferred here. The operation will happen within 2 weeks' time. Considering his current condition, we estimate the success rate to just be shy of 30%. Yet despite his pain, he's still found the strength to speak with us. Who the hell is he trying to fool? Acting all tough and... Ash. That reminds me, what did the letter say? It was mostly about the Black Records and the Curse of Erebonia. We already heard bits and pieces about it before, but I think it's all starting to come together thanks to this. The Curse of Erebonia. The annexation of Northumbria is just another consequence of it. But, newsworthy as it all is, we can't just put out an article about it. So, see, the Emperor's stay here has become something of an open secret. We cover a story like that and we'll get slammed by the censors, or worse, shut out on the streets. I see, but at least we're beginning to see the bigger picture here. Every one of these events is driving us closer and closer toward war. Nurse Cecile, do you have a moment? I wonder what this could be. Excuse me a second. Oh, I thought you left already.
The Governor General has, yes. However, I realized I had one last matter to see to here. I will be perfectly frank. will you allow me to speak with Class 7?
See, I knew he knew it. The man from earlier. I thought that voice sounded familiar. He must have realized we were here. Very well, nurse. Please let the gentleman in. Really? Are you sure about this? Don't worry. We can trust him. Very well. Right this way, sir.
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, new Class 7. I do hope you'll forgive me for barging in like this. And if it isn't some of the old Class 7. My, how you've grown.
It's been too long, Principal. Pleasure to make your acquaintance. We've heard much about you.
Come now. There's no need to be so nervous. I've wanted to meet all of you for quite some time. You all have fire in your eyes. That's good. You remind me of young Schwarzer when he was a student. It's truly a shame he could not be here with us.
Well, damn. Someone's well informed. You were with the Governor General earlier. You're the one in charge of the war with Calvard, so perhaps you know—
Unfortunately, I have no idea where he is. My role pertains solely to events on the surface, as per the orders of Chancellor Gileath Osborne.
The war with Calvard is now completely inevitable, and behind that is the 1,000-year-old curse on the Empire. But despite all this, you're prepared to fulfill your duty.
I am. Such is what it means to be a soldier. Even if the coming war consumes the entire continent, even if it consumes the entire world, a soldier puts everything on the line for his country. Generals Craig and Vander hold the same convictions.
Uncle. That may be what drives a soldier. But we'll show you that Class 7 is different. It's just like His Majesty said. We'll find our own path. I may not know where it leads, but I'm sure it starts with finding Instructor Reen. All we can do is have faith in ourselves and move forward as Class 7 and as students of Thors. Exactly. We're not the type to be so easily dissuaded. Every step we take bears the hopes of His Majesty and all of our friends behind it. I am certain those hopes will lead us to him. He's more than just the Ashen Chevalier to us. He'll always be a member and instructor of Class 7. Honestly, it's a total crap shot whether or not this will actually get us anywhere. But if we do manage to get Schwarzer back, you can bet your ass we're not just gonna leave things to him afterwards. That load is all of ours to bear. We're finding us a way through this shitstorm, and we're doing it together. Well, would you look at that? These are the faces of true determination. There you have it, General. No, Principal Van Dyke. This is who we are. This is Class 7.
3 years ago, the Prince came to me with an idea. A seed from which Class 7 would grow. But for it to have grown so determined, resilient, and strong, it has exceeded all my expectations. Speaking to you today has reminded me of that, and I am truly grateful. Members of Class 7, I implore you to find Schwarzer. I am sure you can save him, and together find this new path.
Right. Yuna speaking just like Reen. All of Class 7 speaking like Reen. Well, that went on far longer than expected, but I suppose it's time. No, it's no time wasted, so long as you found it worth the while. In any case, I have a lot of work I need to get back to. Right, we won't keep you any longer. Thanks again. And good luck with the operation. Not that you need to hear it from me. Ash. As a matter of fact, I don't. A medical professional never gives up, no matter how distant the hope. We'll do whatever we can. Now then, I wish you all the best. Wow, now that's a doctor who's got it all. The other nurses and I will be assisting Dr. Sealand in any way we can. So don't worry about the operation. We'll make sure he pulls through. Yeah, thanks. We leave him in your capable hands. Now then, shall we get back to work ourselves? Our next order of business is visiting the wetlands. Agreed. The area is flush with blue paroma grass, making it our best candidate for the singularity at present. If there were any place around here that screams singularity, that would probably be it. Be careful, guys. I'll stay behind to gather information, same as Luis and the others. Make sure you and the others don't get into too much trouble for me, okay? Of course. They're just as much as members of Class 7 as any of us. The wetlands of Wake Elm should be to the south of the hospital down Ursel Road. Take care of your journey, okay? What if we really are going to end up in Michelin? Also, have places changed around here? Oh shit, shit has changed. Damn. Oh no, if stuff changed here, then... Ooh, looks like we're doing another Crossbell rounds, maybe. We might be on to another Crossbell rounds, ladies and gents. No, everything in Crossbell is the same, it seems. I always am like... Every time I feel like stuff is gonna reset, I'm like, oh god, no, here we go again. Oh wait, did I even go back to Crossbow brands after the rounds restarted here? No, I didn't. The Epstein Foundation has other problems besides what happened with Chief Plato. There's a young system engineer that's been impossible to reach recently. Hopefully he's just off sick and not missing like the Chief was, but still. A young system engineer? Is he talking about Yona? Yona's too carefree. Doesn't he realize people are worried about him? I was talking to this kid the other day on my way home from the IBC. We talked about the government's policies, about the state of the army, all kinds of stuff. Said his family are merchants in Erebonia, so he's knowledgeable about how military requisitions about distribution chains. I was fairly impressed. He'll go far in life. That sounds quite familiar. Do you think it was Stark trying to get information out of this guy? Definitely sounds like him. IBC coins. You might not believe this, but there's a secret development division within RF. No one knows for sure whether they're allied with the Nobles or Reformist faction. All we have are our rumors. I've heard it said that they were working on something new in a factory out west. I feel a bit uneasy. I wonder what runs through the chairman's mind. Bullshit, that's what it is. Have you heard about this hacker that's been really active on the Orbital Network lately? Somehow they get their hands on top secret info and post it for everyone to see. They don't leave any traces behind, so no one's been able to catch them. Whoever it is, they're good. I've heard rumors about a genius hacker hiding in Crossbow these last few years. Rogue hacker versus the government. It's pretty exciting. She's talking about it like it's a show. How can she be so carefree with a war about to start? From what the brat said, it looks like the government doesn't stand a chance of catching him. If they truly decided dictate a time to it, I believe even Yona may find cause for concern. I suppose they have more pressing matters on their hands. I think I've reached a new phase of my sore throat for voicing so many people. Now it feels like it just feels weird. Like, yeah, this is a new stage of sore throat, and it's weird. Not like I could have COVID, because that'd be impossible for me right now. I don't even go outside. one of my family members would have it before me. Wow, I never thought Governor General Rufus would visit our hospital. He's a hard man to predict. The moment I think he's about to make his return to the city, he heads in an opposite direction. Perhaps that means he's as busy as he makes himself out to be. But what a show the man makes. The opposite direction from the city, but the only thing out there is the wetlands. There must be something important there if he's making a personal appearance. Definitely something to keep in mind. It's somewhat concerning, but for now let's focus on resolving the singularity. We should head for the wetlands ourselves. Actually, I wonder something. Let's see if this has disappeared, like the shrine. Because if the shrine was to disappear, I should actually see if what they would say about Stargazer's Tower. Let's see. No, okay. Well, the shrine is still there. I just thought it would have disappeared or something. Governor General Rufus just left with some huge guy in tow. What's going on here? I really hope he didn't come to issue any new orders for us, after we already went through the whole field medic thing. I'll try to ask Cecile later. And it's very good because the sweet little thing needed to see again. It was good for her to see her nice friends. I was about to say she had a daughter, but she's too young for that. It's nice for her to see her dad again, and actually see all of her new friends. I'm sure he did, but then he up and died. What did you do this time?
Oh no, I messed up all the medical records again. Mifa and head nurse Martha are gonna get so mad at me.
Or wait, actually, haven't they gotten moved to Armarca? Huh.
Oh, I know. I'll get Wynn to help me sort these out.
Or wait, she's been gone for like a while now.
Everybody's got their hands way too full to lend to anyone's right now. I'll have to handle this myself. Good thing you got this hospital survival guide wrote for me before she left.
Such an airhead.
I heard from Valerie that things haven't been great at Thor's Branch campus. I can't believe some of you were called in as witnesses by the Imperial Defense Force and military police. I've been through a lot with Lloyd, so I imagine how tough it must be for you. I'm worried about Lynn too. If there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. Thank you so much.
That new girl may not be a medical student, but she's just as knowledgeable as one, as far as I'm concerned. I hear she attends Thor's Military Academy. They must have quite the curriculum if Valerie's any indication. As a matter of fact, my son Kai just started studying medical science himself. No telling what he'll make of it just yet, but he did go to Rimaferia to enroll in medical college. Only a few years ago was he falling in with the wrong crowds and getting into fights. You can imagine how worried I was for his future. But now he's setting off on a journey to discover himself. No father or doctor could be any prouder of his son.
In all honesty, even that intern Valerie makes for a better nurse. Not that I'm unhappy about it in the slightest. So, no need to change anyone's nurses around or anything, okay?
Patient. Visitor. Patient. I'm wondering about this boy beneath the sheets. If I just pull myself together, none of this would... Now the capitals, everyone... Probably it's all my fault, all of it. I'm so sorry. Shut the hell up in there. Grow some balls. You probably have none.
Oh, it's been a while since we've properly spoken, hasn't it, Winton? I come back to get my stethoscope, and what do you know? Here we are, bumping into each other. I know, right? In fact, I was actually just hoping we'd get a chance to talk. Perhaps you've already heard, but... Well, let me just come right out and say it. I volunteered myself to be a field medic. That. You're right, I have already heard. I just wish you'd come to talk it over with me first. I mean, we're husband and wife after all.
Flora.
It's alright, Winton. This is for the best. No wife wants to see her husband shift off to war with no end in sight. But with war comes wounded, and what the wounded need more are doctors like you.
I see. Thank you, Flora. You really are the best wife a man could ever ask for.
You should already know that by now. I know you won't be deployed for a while, but at least let me be the first to wish you good luck.
I can't get through here. You got a cough? She's got the COVID! There's no emotional payoff for being a field medic, not with all the suffering you had to see before you. Nothing you lose out there can ever be gained back again. Only a fool would want to take on such thankless work. And yet, despite all that, Dr. Winton still applied to be a field medic. Helping the injured soldiers will help me grow as a person. If he truly means that, then he really is a doctor to his core. I hate to admit it, but honestly, it's downright admirable.
So, how's the injury?
They said it's probably just bruising and a sprain. Sorry for making you worry.
Worried? I'm relieved if anything. I'll take a look at how we can change up your diet from here on out. I don't want this happening again. But you need to be more careful on your end, too. Wanda, I practically felt a whole climb of my hair go gray fretting over you.
Yep, I'll be sure to tell you sooner next time I get hungry.
I appreciate that. Well, it's about time we return to Sanark. Between you and Kaiser Dice, I've got plenty to think about. I'll need a moment to work out our next steps.
So Yuna, I hear you're a student of Thor's Military Academy now. It came up in a conversation with your mom. She was here just a short while ago.
Wait, does that mean you know the spy behind the assassination attempt?
Don't get me wrong, I'm not going to trash them out or anything.
I just think it's a shame how that incident took away what should have been your carefree teenage years. I was just worried about how you were all holding up. Thanks, Lan. Sure, they're not the best of days, but that's no reason to feel down. We've got goals and friends to help us get there. I see. That's all any of us could really ask for in the end. That was Governor General Rufus you just passed by, right? He's even more charismatic without a screen in the way. No, not at all. Just gives me even more of a reason to punch the bastard. And someone better hit the fucker. Looking at the patient's care records. You look like a real nurse head to toe.